When a 5v4 transpires, again, it's recognition. Coach and I are working together just so you can see who's together here. All right, you got 3 attackmen kind of on the perimeter. You got Coach and I. You got the defense in a box. All right, we got numbers. You know, a common mistake that's made is when you're in this situation, you know, you end up just kind of throwing the ball around the perimeter and not really gaining an advantage. You know, there's a couple of ways you can rotate offensively. We're going to talk a little bit about a common one that we use. All right, but the biggest key here is I feel like Coach Ward and Coach on the left-hand side over here, their ability to step into those seams and really be a threat. You're going to find your quarterback, if you will, Coach Baxter at X. He's got to do a great job of being sneaky at goal line. You know, and then we got to have good inside presence. You know, in this case, we're going to get good inside presence from the guy opposite the ball carrier. So let's say I'm coming down on a 5v4, Coach and I. You got your defense running into a box. You know, we tell our offensive players, our D-middies, our polos, whoever's doing this, polos, this could be you carrying it down. All right? Is we like to try and pinch the corner. The 30-yard line represents the top of the restraining box. All right? You want to do a good job of coming down, and you can see Coach, of putting enough pressure on Coach that before you make that pass to Coach Ward down the side, you've kind of drawn Coach Merrill to the play. If Coach is allowed to kind of sit in and you just throw the ball, that's when you get in a situation where you feel like you're just throwing the ball around the horn. You know, if I come down and, again, get Coach Merrill to my hands, or at the very least kind of draw him up, now you put Coach Ward in a situation where he can step into that seam. Now freeze. What we like to do is always send the backside guy right down the middle. So you'd be yelling, you know, trailer, you know, which is an option for me to throw it back to you, and if you don't get it back, you'd go screaming right down the middle. You know, so as that ball's in flight to Coach Ward, you get a hard cutter down the inside. You know, and that puts that backside defenseman in a really tough spot. He's got to decide, am I going to cover that cutter? All right, or am I going to pass him off to the guy at X? If he makes the pass, and that guy comes up to cover, you got Coach Baxter turn the corner. You know, if the guy stays with the cutter, all right, bring it back to Coach Ward. All right, you want to just curl in the space? You know, to me, that's a great little 9-iron touch pass over the top. You know, to that backside lefty. We make that look a lot in our offense, and that's why we'll leave our righty and lefty shooters on the seam routes. We'll send our middies right down the middle of the field. You know, and if you push it through X, Coach, you know, that's where Coach Baxter's going to push goal line extended with his offhand. You get that hard cutter. You got Coach Ward on backdoor play. You got a pinch here, and you got myself after I've thrown, kind of, you know, working over the top for a jump shot. You know, and that to me is a good slow break. You know, because you come down, you've kind of pushed the corners. You know, you look for that trailer potentially. You're down the side. You're looking in. You're looking through. You're looking to the back side. You know, in worst case scenario, it's getting your best ball handler behind the cage. You know, you're pushing it from behind, and you're looking for opportunities. In another midi, if it's a 6v5, again, we can come right down the middle, send 2 cutters. It's a great time to dodge when the ball comes back up top while that defense is still unsettled. You know, so again, there's no perfect recipe to a slow break. Key things are push the corner of the box, draw that first guy, make a simple pass. Make that first pass a simple one, and allow your attackmen, you know, your offensive players down here that can see the field, make that tough decision, and then play fast out of it.